I hope presentation is visible.
Yes.
Okay, so as already introduced, that my company's name is BETi Innovative Private Limited, and BETi stands for Biotech Era Transforming India. And today I will be talking about transformation of waste for sustainable future through mushroom biotechnology by BETi. So we are a DPIIT certified company, and I will tell you what all I will discuss in this presentation. First of all, I will introduce myself, then I will tell my story, and then the story of birth of BETi, and then BETi's vision and mission, what was the plan with which I started working, and the UN Sustainable Development Goal, which BETi is trying to focus on, and the biotechnology role of fungi in sustainable development goals, and BETi's research outcomes and the products, and the achievements, challenges, and lastly the question and answers. So this will be the discussion plan. Introducing about me, as I told, my name is Dr. Pooja Dubey Pandey, and I have done my master's in biotechnology and my Ph.D. in biotechnology in from National Institute of High Security Animal Disease Lab. It is a biosafety level 4 facility laboratory. And after that, I joined. Actually, I got Young Scientist Award during my PhD work from Madhya Pradesh government, and then got some international conference awards also. So this all was the motivation. Here I would like to say thanks to my PhD guide, my mentor Dr. Niranjan Mishra, who has been a great mentor and motivational person for me. Because of him only I am here today, because I was able to do a lot of research. I had science interest since childhood, but when I joined NISA, that was the proper way I came to know how to do the research and how it can be helpful for the society. While working in this field, in the field of science, I was always excited to see and read the things happening in the field of biotechnology, and I was always excited reading new things, thinking, although I had not thought at that time that I will start something of my own. And then there was always an idea about what to do something for a country or nation. And then when I joined Tata, after in Scientist Award, I was sent to National Institute of Biology, Pune. I was provided the fellowship, and then I joined Tata Cancer Research Center, ACTRAC. And then while working there, I felt like there is a great problem of malnutrition and pollution in our country, and cancer and many deadly diseases are happening because of these kind of basic problems. And these are the two major problems which we are not thinking about, and we are not working on the ground level. Because I was working in the laboratories for so many years, at that time I thought, instead of doing research only, I must do something. Once things are reaching to the ground level, it will be a faster approach to find the solution for the problems. So here, after coming back from Mumbai, I was at home and thinking about something to start with. And it started like, once a female comes back and that sitting at home, the family pressure starts. Yes, now you are having a daughter, and now you should think about planning your family. Now you should have one more kid. So I had already a plan in my mind to start something of my own to solve the basic two problems focusing. And then I went to my daughter and I asked. She was around 5.5 years old at that time, and I asked her what you want, whether you want brother or sister. So she said sister. So I immediately thought my company's name will be BETi. So it's also I wanted to promote biotechnology, because people are thinking that if you are studying biotechnology, there is no scope in India. You have to move out of India, or you have to do some simple jobs and all. There is no future scope. But I wanted to prove that biotechnology is not only for job; it is also for entrepreneurship. And even when I go for some presentations, people ask, how do you get the idea? I always say that it is already there in the books. The topics which you read, it everything has an entrepreneurship opportunity. There are mainly there are so many problems surrounding us. It can be solved through biotechnology. So here comes the role of the birth of BETi, and I gave this name BETi Biotech Era. Era is the name of my daughter, and I wanted to bring a change in India and as well as the whole world. So I gave this name BETi. It was founded in 2017, and I was all alone. Uh, with my daughter, and my husband was not there in Indore when I came to Indore. So it was like a little bit struggling phase although, but anyway I planned for BETi and I started from my home. So the birth of BETi was from my home, and that lab still exists. I started researching and thinking of what to do, and plan something with low budget, because as when you plan for entrepreneurship, then you need investment, finance, these kind of struggles, and many new struggles. I will talk about the challenges and all at last, which I have faced and overcome, and some mistakes which I have committed. I learned from those mistakes what has not to be done, and those things I will discuss at last. So ultimately, I planned my lab as I had BSL 4 experience. So although it was also a tough journey working in BSL 4, because I got married during my PhD tenure, and I gave birth to my BETi, my daughter Ira, and pre and post pregnancy I was working in the virus lab, BSL 4 lab. So going inside and coming out, it was already a typical procedure. So I had to follow all those things. It was a little bit struggling time, but it was a challenging. And from that time I felt like I learned taking challenges. So I quit the job and I started BETi. And when I was working in Niri, because when the name was given, I had planned for my BETi, but at that time I had a vision. Like you can see what the BETi's vision is there. Like I planned to upscale tradition scientifically. Like whatever I will do in this company, in this institute, that will be related to bringing back the old tradition things and replacing the harmful ones, the harmful things and the harmful products which are existing around us. But I was not clear what to use, because I had experience with virus, I had experience with animal tissue culture, plant tissue culture, but I had never done micro studies and all, never worked on fungi. And this was something new when I explored. I thought of starting through plant tissue culture, but it was an expensive thing. I thought of starting something with secondary metabolite production thing, so that I can replace some compounds which are commercially important, and it because I had worked on callus culture and secondary metabolite production through that. So at that time I had an idea about this and to solve the basic problems through that thing. But when it came to the fundings and finance and establishing a business, I dropped that idea, and I found mushroom as the solution for focusing both the type of problems, the malnutrition and pollution. So it was completely fitting into that frame. So I gave a mission finally to eradicate malnutrition and pollution. So although the vision is very long way, going long way, but with the mission to eradicate malnutrition and pollution, I started accumulating the information, how to start, what to do, what kind of funds and all is required. And this was the thing I was lacking in business idea and all. I had no, because we are never taught business in our schools. So it was like learning from zero, from scratch. So I started accumulating things and I faced many challenges. But anyway, I wanted to start something from home itself. I converted my ground floor area into laboratory, and I was again thinking how to invest in my two machines. I wanted to bring one laminar airflow, one autoclave at least to start with. So here comes the role of my father-in-law. He supported me. He said, like, I will give you the basic amount. You just start with something if you have planned for. So I was carrying my daughter everywhere from school while collecting, exploring the market, the laboratories, the things and all. And I finally established a lab at my home, the ground level. Even while sleeping also, I'm getting idea. I was able to come down and work in the lab in the night also. So that was the most interesting part in this, and that part still I'm having. This way, BETi small laboratory started, and when I planned for mushroom, I came to know that for growing good quality of mushrooms, you need good quality of spawn. That is the seed of mushroom. For growing good quality, for manufacturing good quality of seeds, you have to standardize the procedure. So I went to even Directorate of Mushroom Research to get a training certificate for the commercialization of spawn laboratory. And then in the meanwhile, I had already worked on the protocols and everything, and I kept on standardizing. And finally, I came up with the good quality of results with the spawn, and we later on when in 2019 I presented because I was continuously working on different things related to fungus at that time. When I was studying about it, I was getting deeper and deeper, and I was getting much interested in this. This is a very wide field. If you read more and more, you get like, yes, this is also an interesting thing, this also can be done. So I was thinking that it was fitting very well into my thought and my vision, so I can work on solving many problems. So with the spawn, when I started, people started approaching me for mushroom production. They don't know how to, they had no idea how to grow mushrooms. So I even started providing training. I started standardizing the technology of each and every variety, specific variety which is suitable for central India in our place. And then this way we started training, and students started approaching us for dissertation. So this was a great helping hand to work and focus on more on the research part, because these students are very much interested in the research, and so they helped us in or they participated in our journey. So I will tell about that also. So this way our vision and mission came up, was shaped up, and we when one thing happens, like when we are working on one problem, another problem arises, so we are working again on another problem, so there will be another solution. So this way a series is created in the whole journey. So that will also be discussed in this coming slide. So focusing on the sustainable goals, the 17 sustainable goals, when I came across with this, that these are the 17 goals which are to be solved. These are the major problems which have to be focused. So I was looking forward for fungi, where does it fit around and how it plays role. So here comes the role of biotechnology. I came to know that yes, there are, as I was already studying biotechnology, so I found that white biotechnology is a segment. This is the best sustainable part. When we talk about sustainable business, nothing should be released into the nature. Whatever is being produced, the side products, the byproducts, whatever is there, it has to be reused, or it should not be released, or it should not be harmful to the nature. So when we are in the beginning studying the definition of biotechnology, we always study that any kind of living beings, whether it is fungi, whether it is animal, plant, or any microorganism, that has to be used for the welfare of the human society. So here this white biotechnology was fitting very well, and this white biotechnology is playing a very important role in sustainable development by renewable, and because it is bio based, and because of the fungi. So these all sectors are being covered in fungi, and among this I had chosen some of the factors which will play a role and fit well into the sustainable development goals. So here are the objectives what BETi has thought of at that time. So to bring the best quality of spawn for the best quality of mushroom production, and secondly to work on waste to wealth. like when I was not very clear at that time how to go, what way, but I kept on working, and the things kept on happening, and the challenges came, and I found the ways, and this way I found that this is the best way to focus on waste to wealth, and because there are so many problems because of this waste only, and say and next I wanted to promote biotechnology, as I have already discussed about, and then eradicating malnutrition and research to replace the harmful things. So this is my daughter Beti, Ira. This is milky mushroom. All the mycologists are here, so no need of explaining all these things. And this is the lab where I started working, and this tissue culture and all I started doing in the lab, and this is the outcome. Like this is a spawn, Beti mushroom spawn. We started with oyster mushrooms, and gradually we came up with the all the varieties of oyster mushrooms spawns, all the colored varieties even, and then medicinal mushrooms also we started. All everything was not it was not possible to cover everything in the slide, so I have given some pictures. So here we are manufacturing the spawn of all the varieties as per the demand, but here we also have to struggle to create awareness, because this market is too much unexplored. Mushrooms, people are not very much aware about the concept of mushrooms and the benefits, the products and everything, and even many people ask what's besides eating, is there any their application also? You are working so much on mushrooms so for so many years, it is only for eating, no other application is there. So we have to conduct awareness sessions for people, so that they may come to know about the benefits of mushroom and how they are useful for the nature as well as the people. As we know that there is a lot of agriculture waste or crop residue being burnt by the farmers. They don't know how to manage. Many farmers are coming to us during the training. They are telling that we don't have any option, because we have to sow another crop, so we cannot wait for management and all, so we simply either burn it, or some of that part is being sold for animal feed and all, but some kind of agri waste are not even used by animals also, so that is completely waste for them, so they burn it, and while burning they damage everything, not only the soil, the field, also they are harming the environment. So different types of pollution are being created, and we know that there is, in the coming time there will be depletion of agriculture land. The way we are using it, we are overloading our earth, our nature, because of the increasing population. There is a lot of load over the earth for producing more and more food. There will be water shortage, and already we are facing unemployment challenges, and environment is deteriorating. We have already seen the results, what is happening, the climate changes and all, and that is why here are the goals given to cope up with these kind of issues. And malnutrition is the very hot topic in India. Many of the kids, they are facing, they are lacking in food, the healthy food, and the quality of food is not good. And another issue was styrofoam, that is the thermocol, and that is very carcinogenic. The plastic and all these things are non-degradable. So mushroom has a role in all these kind of problems. So here we say that we are working on waste to wealth. Also we say हमने बनाया है अवशेष को कुछ विशेष. So we are using different type of agriculture waste, and we are trying to teach the farmers, even many businessmen, many unemployed youths, many students, many females are coming to learn, and this is the way we want to unite to utilize this crop residue, to convert it into beautiful and healthy mushrooms, and save the nature. Instead of burning the agri waste, we can utilize it and convert it, utilize it without burning, and we can convert it into the superfood mushrooms. So these are some of the pictures of the mushroom. Like in one place, we conducted experiment for sorry, different varieties. You can see in Ira's hand there are button mushrooms, and I'm carrying oyster mushrooms, all the colored varieties and button mushrooms. We had grown in winter in a farmer's place for all the varieties. So we got very good results that in like we are always trying to standardize in low budget. For even training also we try to conduct experiments and standardize the things so that the farmers who have very less budget, they can do either seasonal farming at least. For button mushrooms it can be done in seasonal way in winters in low budget through zept method. And then oyster mushroom can almost be done around the year. There are different varieties we can choose as per the season also, and milky mushroom also. So as per the demand we manufacture the spawn also here in Indore and in our lab. And we like guide our farmers, like we educate them that this is the way you can work. You can have a plan for full year, you can grow different varieties of mushrooms. But still, yes, there is a problem of market of other varieties as compared to button mushroom, and therefore we are more focusing on other varieties, the specialty mushrooms like oyster mushrooms, because it can be grown very easily in just 15-20 days. We can have the fruit bodies in our hand, while in that period button mushrooms case only compost will be prepared. So we tell the farmers, you work more towards the marketing. Even we came up with the evaluated products just because of this reason, so that we can help them indirectly in the marketing by purchasing the dehydrated or mushrooms from them, helping them in even we provide the marketing plan, everything, but still they are struggling. So just to give an idea that this is the way you can work, we came up with some value added products also. And these are some candidates from Israel and other countries. They are also joining us for training and learning techniques and all for mushroom cultivation, and we are very happy to share this. Last year this Israel people and US people joined us. This is Mr. Pradeep. He is my husband. So later on, I will tell you how BETi became BETi Innovative Private Limited, and Pradeep also joined. He quit his job and he joined us in 2019. Once here, if I'll tell about this also. When I was working on these ideas and all, I was working on different techniques. So I gave my presentation in IGKV Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya. There was a startup competition for entrepreneurship ideas. So we won that event, won that prize, and then they selected us for the Raftar scheme, and they said that you have to be a private limited company. And ultimately these all the challenges I will talk at last again, that while keeping the name and everything, what all you have to keep in mind when you plan your entrepreneurial journey. So in 2019 BETi Innovative was registered as a private limited company, and my husband Mr. Pradeep Pandey, he joined, but unluckily we faced the COVID after that. But still that time we used for re-innovating and keep inventing new products and new things, because that was the time we could not market, we could not sell the things, but we were able to bring more products on our table. So these are the students who are working, previous and current students. Some of the pictures I am sharing here, they are aggressively working with us on different kind of research topics. I will tell what kind of work we are doing on research and for promoting biotechnology and research. And these are the outcome, the products from the work which I told, that we came up with value added products through mushroom to support our farmers, to support our growers, and also to create a model that this way mushroom business can be sustainable and it can exist. This way only you can sustain in this business. So these are the dehydrated mushrooms. As you all know, you are all mycologists, that mushrooms once exposed with sunlight, they contains vitamin D. So we promote saying that this is a vegetarian source of vitamin D, protein, calcium, everything is there in mushroom. It is a superfood, and once it is dehydrated, after that we make the powder of it. So this is BETi mushroom powder, and we have recently, till date we have been selling it through online for portals and all, but now we have kept some products physically in some of the shops here, and getting somewhat good response. We are just experimenting this thing, although we were mostly selling it to through this exhibitions and all, and through online website mostly. So this is a very innovative product. It is somewhat like the things when I was listening to the previous lecture by Madam Yashaswini. I was very much inspired by her lecture, that many of the products and things, although her work is very outstanding, we use the mushroom powder here. We have not fermented it. We have dehydrated the mushroom, we made the powder out of it, and we had a plan to combine one superfood with another superfood, so that, because those people who are actually not loving mushrooms, and they are saying we don't eat mushrooms, so from that second counterpart, they are ready to accept our product. So mushroom along with moringa, this product is made from mushroom and moringa, and we say that it contains the health benefits of both mushroom and moringa, and it is named as BETi some more, so saving you with mushrooms and moringa. And it is very properly designed product, and we have got very good feedback from more than 500 people. We have taken written feedbacks, and they say it tastes just like Maggi masala. As already explained by madam, that mushroom contains umami flavor, so it is the fifth flavor on our tongue, and it can be used in replacement of ajinomoto and the harmful chemicals being used in the market and industry, which are not good and safe for health. So mushrooms can be an alternative for that taste. So we this product basically was developed because of my daughter. She was not ready to eat mushroom powder. She did not like the taste. So I thought of having something, because she was having noodles, pasta, these kind of things. So I thought of developing something tasty, making the healthy things tasty. So this mushroom powder, it contains around 20% of mushroom powder, and around 5% of moringa, and rest of the spices are there, all the aromatic spices. So it, when you open the pouch, you have a beautiful aroma, and like people are getting attracted towards the smell only, and when they taste it, they just say yes, it's awesome, and they just sprinkle it over to anything. It becomes anything you add. You even my husband prepares the dal, he add this into it, and he don't tell anyone, and then everyone asks what you have added, something special to it. It's just like gobi masala, and anything you make, na, you just add it at the last. It gives a beautiful essence and flavor, the beautiful aroma, and besides this you are getting health also. So this is the third product. And besides this, as people here in Indore are very much fond of save, not only in Indore but out of Indore also. So but here people have a habit of having their plate, one part will be their daily this mushroom save, sorry, save normal. This is made of gram flour, but we did an experiment. We added some mushroom powder to it, and it was unbelievable. It became more tasty because of the mushroom powder. It gave such a wonderful flavor to the Indori save, and people, when they compare the taste, they say this creates a craving. After eating, they feel like eating more and more. So where even the some more name was given because of that only, the previous product, that some more the masala, because once they eat na, they feel like eating more and more. The same thing happened with this product also. So what we have experienced, that mushroom creates craving. When you eat once, you feel like eating more and more. So this is the product which is recently made by us, and we are experimenting it with the and taking the feedback from the people. And here you see, besides it, when I was seeing that the other problems, when I was talking about the styrofoam, the polythenes, and also I was seeing that most of the times the packaging and the secondary packaging, everything is being done in the thermocol boxes and the plastics. So I had an idea that because when we are working on one thing, I told that we face one challenge when we are working on one problem, we face another issue, so we work on that. So when we were packaging mushrooms and the products, we were seeing that it is in thermocol. So I wanted to replace that thing. I did some experiments through micro packaging materials, micro packaging also through mycelium. But although there are many pictures in my phone, I will show you at the last, if it is possible, because I have done enormous work on that. It was not possible to share all the images here. I experimented, started working with micro materials like this only, using the fungi materials. But the challenge was that it was taking a lot of time. And although when I came up with the idea of using mushroom waste, that is spent mushroom substrate, once I was not comfortable with the material, with the final product of mycelium based packaging. As you can see here in this, the last picture, this mycelium based packaging I have done already, but it was not having that much of strength. So I thought of, and also I thought of having something which can be done faster. So I thought of using spent mushroom substrate, and I started making it more, keeping for fermenting for some time, and I did some different experiments after this, and I came up with these kind of products as you can see on the screen. So this, although this is not that much flexible, what I was expecting, I am still working on the flexibility part, and this is a long term issue. And these all are currently handmade products. As you can see, the this ball shaped thing and the tray shaped thing. So the round one we are able to make more frequently and easily. The shapes which you see, they are having corners. It was difficult somewhat while demolding it, it breaks. So I did so many experiments, and finally I came up with the idea that this round shape works very well. So these kind of bowls and containers can be developed from this. And this is containing again this spent mushroom substrate. We ferment it further, proceed it, and it can be done very faster as compared to the mycelium based packaging. Hope I am audible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Uh, so these mycelium based packaging, I replaced with this thing. I used the spent mushroom substrate and further processed it into these kind of materials. And then you can see this Ganesha picture in this screen. Here, from the beginning, as I told that when I left the job and I started working, since that time my daughter was involved throughout this journey, and developing the things. And also this Ganesha fridge magnet is developed by my daughter Ira. So she was like, this is the thing, when you are into entrepreneurship, your full complete family gets involved. And this is the beautiful work, as she was very much interested in designing and product development and all, and always engaged with me. So she developed this beautiful product, and I came up with the idea of developing some key rings for gifting purpose and all. And this is a very lightweight material, and it is like not easily breakable if we throw it, and but it is biodegradable once it is colored. Although here one again challenge is here, the colors which I am using, they are not eco friendly. So, but the look and the texture and everything cannot be done unless this kind of chemicals are used. And it also protects it from water, because this is biodegradable product, and once we leave it inside the water, within 3-4 days it gets finished, like it can dissolve. So this is biodegradable, but if it is coated with something, it can be more sustainable. And so this is the work done by IRA with me. And this is the ready to fruit kit, because once we were manufacturing the spawn, at that time we were seeing that while creating the awareness sessions and all for mushroom cultivation, we used to go to schools, colleges, and all, and also wherever there was possibility, either online mode or offline mode. So at that time, this was a already ghar mushroom concept was launched by DMR. So we also experimented with it, and in 2018 we launched this product also, and it was like a wonderful experience working on this, because kids were loving it very much. They, in schools also we supplied these kind of kits for learning my fungus, how they grow, how they behave and all. And also some customers who were interested in getting fresh mushrooms, but it did not create a very big market, because what many people are in hurry today, like they want something ready to, like they don't want to take something like they have to spray water every day, they have to maintain it, they have to work for it. But still some hobbyists love taking it, and we approach the nurseries and all to for the marketing of this kind of product and schools. This is some of the part of my research work, which I am working for so long, which, because sometimes I get some projects from people those who want to develop some kind of thing or some technology. They so I was also focusing on bioremediation technology through mushrooms. So while reading and going through the benefits of bioremediation, and like harmful things can be destroyed through mushrooms, it has lignocellulitic activity, studying all this, whatever is possible at low cost budget, I am trying always. So I tried and I got very good results with some of the specific mushroom species, and I'm planning for the publication, and also some long-term preservation of fungal cultures, because when I'm working with mushrooms I face the challenge like Calocybie indica, Plutus jammer, these kind of species cannot be stored under refrigerated conditions. So how to preserve it for a long time? We have to keep on subculturing it. So when we are facing one challenge, I start working on some problem, on some solution of that problem. So this way I'm working on these kind of things also. Currently my students are exploring for different kind of local crop residues, agriculture waste, and even some students coming from other states, they bring different agri waste from their places also. And we got recently very good results with bagasse and mustard straw, and it will be very much helpful for the farmers and the growers to have something which is being thrown, not used, and it can be converted into mushrooms. So we have till date experimented on the mycelium part in the laboratory, how it is responding towards the extracts of these kind of waste, and it is giving good results. Mainly these bagasse and mustard straw I have experimented, I found very good results. Also wheat bran. So there can be good formulation from these kind of waste for growing mushrooms, although field level studies are also yet to be done. And I'm also already told that working on mycelium based packaging. So this is all the overall summary of my work. Like we are using different kind of agri waste, wheat straw, paddy straw, whatever waste is present locally. Like here in Indore we have good amount of cotton straw, cotton waste, and so we collect that also, even seed hulls waste, and also soya bean straw, we are having in ample amount, and in some parts of Madhya Pradesh we are getting mustard straw. So we try to standardize for every variety or every species which one is working better for what, and we grow mushrooms out of that. We train the farmers that you are from this place, you are having this kind of local waste. If they don't have any data, then even ask them to give their samples to us. We will test in our lab that whether this kind of waste will be giving good results or not. So this way we help them out directly and indirectly, and they grow mushrooms out of that. And then fresh mushrooms are being sold in the market. They are being dehydrated also, as I told you, I've shown you in the previous slides. The value addition is being done, and then whatever waste, we must say spent mushroom substrate which is left behind, is also not left by BETi. It is being converted into beautiful bio articles, bio packaging, or we can say micro articles or micro packaging. Although it is the waste which is being used. And these are some of the achievements, because when I started I was not knowing, I had never thought of getting great appreciation, and never worked for this thing. But still, when I was working, yeah, definitely there is a child inside everyone. So when you get some achievements and some rewards or awards, you definitely get motivated to work more and more. And this was a recently story covered by Dr. Miss Ravina Tandon's program, this देश की बात सुनाती हूँ. This is Good News TV channel by Aaj Tak, and the team came. They were here for full day with us and covering what we are doing, how we are doing. As I am also working on some replacing current spawn technology through agri waste only. I'm looking forward, if someone is having already, someone is doing such kind of work, we can collaborate on that also. Even in these products also, I'm facing some challenges for commercialization, and they were here for full day, and they appreciated our work. And this story was published on this Good News channel in the program Desh Ki Baat Sunati Hu, hosted by Ravina Tandon. And recently Better India has covered our story 3 times, and this is the way. We don't have to spend a lot on marketing part, because these people, they are covering the stories, and people come to know what BETi is doing, and they approach us for the products and the services. So this is the sustainable map of India by Better India, and you can see the BETi in the heart of it, the central India. So this is the sustainable work we are doing. And recently I was among the finalists, on top 15 finalists selected from 140 applicants from India for sustainable businesswomen from India. And this is from Niti Aayog WAP reward award to reward program. And I'm looking forward for a great support from them, because there are so many business challenges we are facing, and compliances and many other issues are there, the licensing and everything. So they have like promised that they will help, or they will mentor in such kind of things. So whatever products we have manufactured, for shaping up them for a like a proper market and go to market strategies and all, they will help us out, they have told that. And this is the women 1000 women Asia 1000 women Asia award, and through Women Innovator I received. And these are some other story was covered by Dainik Bhaskar, and we were the like appreciated by CM, our respected CM. Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji, he appreciated our work through all the social media platforms. He was the ex-CM, now CM is changed. And these we were the winner of BNest. We got 1 lakh cash prize, and in I5 Summit, IIM also we were the winner. Rajya Sabha TV also covered our story. CNBC Awaaz. So like when you work tirelessly and focused and working for something good for your country, you are getting attention and recognition. So I will not play this video seeing the time. And these are the different coverages by different media and different newspapers. Even Rahul Gandhi had also written on his social media about us. So that's it. Also, I can say that success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Yeah, this is the team BETi, and I'm extremely thankful on the behalf of team BETi, my husband Mr. Pradeep Pandey, myself Dr. Pooja, and Ira Pandey, my daughter. We three are the founders, basically, and trying to work and give something good to our nation, and not only use but also with the thought of giving back. We are working. And although now I would like to discuss the challenges if it is possible, if the time allows. Some challenges I was telling that when we are working at that time we face the challenge of registration, because I told that in India we are not taught about the business from the beginning. We are not aware about that. So when I started, I had no idea what is private limited company, what is proprietorship, nothing I was knowing. Even this Gumasta, what kind of licenses. So people are making use of this and they charge in extra more amount to you. And even when I registered my biotech era as a proprietor in the beginning, the agents and all, they try to make full use of your thing that you are not knowing. So they charge also, and also he made a mistake in the form, and again he charged the same amount from me. So please try to approach the, now things are online also available. So at that time when I started this Gumasta license and all, nothing was available online. And I was not knowing whom to approach, how to approach, what kind of license is required to start. And like it was like going in dark. No one is guiding you. Although I learned from my mistakes, so better to plan, and I had no business plan at that time also. I just wanted to use my research experience for some business applications to solve a problem. But this is the problem with us, the researchers. We always think about solving the problems and all, but ultimately the revenue is also a challenge afterwards, because when you, as already Yashaswini had told about this thing, that this is the thing, we bring the best products on our table, we bring good solutions, but unless it is not monetized, it is useless. So this is the thing, this kind of product, what kind of biodegradable products and all I have developed, the pricing, the costing and all is very high in this case, because you cannot compete with the price of thermocol. It is very cheap, and these handmade products are very expensive as compared to that. So besides that, when also we have recently exported our mushroom spawn to some of the countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal. So at that time when I started, it is very difficult to face the government systems and all, like people are not ready to tell anything. The agents and all the private people want to take money, then only you will get guidance after that. So we always request government to create some system, some portal, so that people get a proper channel when they are interested and they want to follow the compliances and the system, but how to do unless they don't have idea. So when I explored for this export purpose, so phyto inspection was to be done. At that time, when phyto, I took the products and everything to the phyto department, and all the documentation, CO certification, everything I struggled. I learned how to do that. It was a good luck that the importer was very good and supporting for us, and he was also guiding how to do, what to do. But still, when I came, did everything, I came to know this mushroom spawn, this Plutus Florida species is not recorded or not mentioned on the website of the phyto department. So it cannot be exported now, because we have taken the applied for everything, we have invested money in everything, but we came up landed up with nothing. So I struggled again for that. I wrote mail, I called again and again, everything, because this was a perishable product and we had already booked the logistics and everything. And even the agents got surprised that within 2 days I was able to get that product on the listed on the phyto website, and then we were able to finally export our product. So these kind of challenges are there. Now I'm open for questions. Sorry for if I'm late.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja Dubey Pandey, for sharing your journey. I mean, it was quite inspirational. Thank you very much for that. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, Dr. Shna, you're audible.
Yeah, I mean, can you just stop presenting, Dr. Pooja, so that we can
Yes,
see
sir.
you? Okay, I mean, it was we have learned a lot, and we are actually, very much thankful to you that you agreed to spend your time with us and experiences. And there will be many questions. So what would be from me? There is a cultural bias, also cultural thing. We call mushrooms as mushrooms in English. In Hindi they call it kukurmutta. So how do you sell mushrooms to the people who call them kukurmutta and they have some cultural
Yes.
bias?
Sir, can you repeat the question? It was somewhat like network issue for a moment.
And I mean, you talked about marketing, Madam Ravinathan, promoting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to reach a wider audience in India, there is also a cultural issue. We call mushrooms as mushrooms in English, but in
Yes,
Hindi
yes.
we call them kukurmata. The meaning of kukurmata is everybody can find out. So my point is, how do you deal with this kind of cultural bias or cultural thing where mushrooms are not perceived to be a great food choice?
Yeah. Absolutely right, sir. And it's a great question because in every training, I'm always explaining about this when our trainees are also coming at that time. I'm telling when you will reach to the market, will always ask this kind of questions to you that mushrooms are kukurmuta. So I explain them the way that the way you eat the vegetables, you eat the spinach, you eat the coriander, but you don't eat the grass growing in the fields. So the kukurmutas are those kind of grass and weeds. You don't eat it, and the mushrooms which we are growing and which is being sold into the market, that is safe. That's way. This is the way we.
We have lost you, Dr. Pooja. Can you reconnect, please?
Uh, am I audible now, sir?
Yes, please. I mean, you were telling that you said that all the plant parts are not edible. So, like similarly, kukurmutas are probably not a great food choice. But whatever you are selling is edible ones. That's what you're trying to convince your customers, right?
Yes, right, sir. That way.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think I have got many more questions. I will discuss with you some other time. I will let the audience ask you. Dr. Mohan, please ask your question. We'll spend next 5 to 10 minutes discussing. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, no issue.
Yeah, madam, that was really an inspiring talk. First of all, thank you very much for BETi name. Of course, we have a government yojana called BETi Bachao, BETi Padhao. So now
Yes.
we'll have to increase little bit BETi Bulao to do something with regards to industrial or any other thing.
Right.
So
Thank you.
yeah, my question is that when you make any product or when you design any product, so how do you go for a cost analysis? How do you keep your market price or any other type of pricing when it comes to that? How do you make that into a consideration?
Yes, sir. Very interesting question. This is the first thing we have to think while releasing any product into the marketing and deciding the prices. Because the product, some more I discussed about, it tastes just like Maggi masala. And when I discuss with people how to set the pricing and all, will you be able to purchase? Even this is the first thing what we do. We simply while exhibiting now, whatever product we have made, we try to keep those product in the exhibitions. So we come to know, we take the feedback from the people whether you like the product or not. We sometimes even get some form, Google forms filled from them, and then we ask them, you like this product? They, after eating, they they say yes, it tastes like Maggi masala. So immediately I asked, this product is costlier than that because it contains mushrooms, moringa, and seasoning, and no preservatives and chemicals will be there, and even having lesser shelf life. So will you be able to purchase this product in this pricing? People themselves give the answer of this question. So we set the market pricing as per that the answer. And then we also we have seen in what we have experienced, that if the product price is very less, that means your product might be having some issue, the product is not good. If it is expensive, then it comes under the premium category. So we want to focus, it all depends on the price, what kind of customer you want to focus. If you want to focus for the premium customers, you have to keep at a higher price, and if you are open for all, then you can have a minimum range. So this is the way we have to decide the pricing.
Ma'am, you said that Sourmore has, apart from the MSD, it has a very good taste. How do you do the sensory analysis, and how do you accept that it is better than an MSD?
Yeah, sensory analysis, sir. Although if we hire some experts, it will be a very costing thing, expensive thing for a startup. So what we do through our exhibitions, we keep on going to the exhibitions and taking the feedback from the people. So from them only we are getting this kind of feedback, and they say themselves that this has to be improved in this. We want this kind of taste more. This is more. This is less. So we standardize the product as per that requirement. The more people are asking for this majority kind of thing, then we keep on bringing the change, and the product is finalized after their suggestions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Mohan. Mr. Adit, please go ahead with your question. Mr. Aditya. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please go ahead with your question.
Sir, I am audible. Am I audible?
Yes.
Dr. Puna, ma'am?
Pooja.
Pooja. Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am,
Hello,
for your audible, your presentation, and I am very thankful that you faced many challenges to reach here. I am Aditya from Nepal, and I will contact you later to know about the plastic and their degradation procedure. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Madam Chai.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, it's great to hear the story of BETi's journey, and congrats to you and your family for all the achievements till date.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
And as we work in labs, there will be many trials and errors. So at which point you felt that this type of or this particular spawn species will be a good to go, and which features in it made you to select this particular spawn species?
Ma'am, what we plan is as per the demand, because what people are asking for, that we have to supply. Like we like the species HU, Hypsizyga salmarius, very much. It is very good for growing in all kind of conditions and temperature. And since last 3 years, I am struggling to convince my farmers to grow this species. Because the problem is that when the fruiting comes out, the pinning comes out, it is bluish in color. It is bluish in color, and what they have set in their mind, that only the white colored varieties are mushrooms. So if it comes bluish, and later on when it is exposed with the light, it becomes white only, somewhat grayish white. So I have told them, I have shown the pictures also, but they say, ma'am, our customers will not purchase this. So species is decided by customers, not by us.
Okay, ma'am. And as you mentioned, you were very interested in the field of science since childhood. So there are many fields to work on. So what thrived and inspired you to select mycelium as a working field?
Yeah, although I told you, but I would like to summarize in a short way. When I was small, I used to see the people lacking in nutrition. When we are at that age, now we cannot, we think in more emotional way. So
Yeah.
yeah, that this person is dying of food. I was thinking, when I will grow up, I will develop something. If they eat this small pill, they will be having complete nutrition in their food. But thinking that, I joined my PhD, and thinking that, I joined my dissertation in Niri, Nagpur, and I thought that through plant tissue culture, some hybrid culture, something can be developed which will be containing all the vitamins, all the minerals. It will be a complete food. Some genetic changes we can do, and we can develop a fruit which can be consumed, and it can be like everything. So when I went to the institute and I kept on working, I felt, no, this is very expensive procedure actually. So this was the thing, when I planned of starting my own lab again, starting thinking about the same thing. I thought, if I start with plant tissue culture, it needs more investment.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the media is very expensive. So this, the while refining the funnel and all everything, I told that mushroom was the thing which was fitting well in my theme, because during my masters now I read one thing, single cell proteins.
Yeah.
It includes mushrooms, it
Yes.
includes spirulina, algae, and all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was very much fond of these kind of things. So since that time, somewhere backside, it was existing in my brain, and I lost that thing while doing my PhD and all. But when I thought of something working on with low budget to solve the malnutrition problem, and at the same time pollution also I'm targeting. So this was the best thing which was fitting well, fitting
Yeah.
in
That's
this.
perfect choice of yours. And
Yeah,
also told that Lord Ganesha's fridge magnet, no?
yeah,
So
yeah.
some organic elements which will be present in it. So how did you suppress it? Like it will be biodegradable if it gets exposed to the atmosphere, and also which is that particular element which enriches its long lastivity?
We actually tried. Mycelium thing is already there, but we have used some fermentation method also in that, and then later on we pulp it. We make the pulp out of it, and
Okay.
then we cast it into molds, and
Yeah.
then dehydrate it properly. Once it is dehydrated properly, no inhibitors and nothing act on that. And then once dehydrated, when you dip it into the water, you leave it for a long time, it
Yeah.
will be like again pulp.
Yeah.
So that was the problem we are facing, and we thought of, currently we are working on some eco-friendly coatings over that. Although we are using the colors also, I have shown in the screen that
Yeah.
although it is not safe, but I admit and I agree that I have to work on that also, for some biodegradable colors as well, and it should be sustainable. So I'm looking forward for that. If someone advises me to have some beautiful colors as bright as I'm using, and it is sustainable, or else I have to work on that part also in future.
Yeah. So basically, these are synthetic colors, right, ma'am?
Yeah, the colors which I'm using are synthetic over that. Although people are asking for the raw product also, this
Okay.
raw one also, and it is very, very strong. Nothing happens to it unless you dip it into the water.
Okay, so you can use some of the fungi which are very good as color indicators. So those can
Hmm.
be used for this color.
I have not studied about that. Basically, I'm not a mycologist, so I'm studying and learning in this field and trying to grow more and more. And if is there some possibility, if you are having experience, we can collaborate in that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for your wonderful answers.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for wonderful questions.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's already 13:05 hours Indian Standard Time. So we'll have the last question from Kirti Kumar Anand before we break for lunch. Thank you, Kirti Kumar Anand. If you have any question, please ask.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Ma'am, my question is if I want to start a mushroom production and start up on a large scale, what are those steps? Can you
Uh,
share your
yeah,
experience?
yeah. You are from which place, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You are from which city, which state?
Bihar.
Bihar. Okay, okay. Bihar is already doing great work in mushroom field. Like there is Dr. Dayaram, he's mushroom man of India. He is doing good
Yes,
job.
ma'am.
So you can contact him also there. But if you want to plan which mushroom you want to start with, then the best choice is like first you have to look for into the market. What is the demand? Mainly India 70 to 80% market demand is of button mushroom, and button
Yes,
mushroom needs great investment. If you have good infrastructure and everything, then only you can go for a commercialized based production. Otherwise you can go for seasonal button mushroom cultivation for learning purpose and also for commercial purpose. Later on you can have a investment to initiate. You can start in the month of September. But if you
okay,
want
ma'am.
to start with other varieties for and you are capable of marketing, then I would suggest rather oyster mushroom and milky mushroom, because these are the tropical condition mushrooms. You can grow it easily in your area, and you don't need to prepare the compost for it. I told that in 15 days you prepare, or 15-20 days you prepare the compost for button mushroom. Within that period you will be having oyster mushroom fruit bodies in your hand. So it's a better option to choose as per your market, your budget, your land size and capability. As per that you have to choose. Or else you can go for seasonal cultivation. Milky in summers, oyster almost round the year, button in winters.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry that I will not be able to take more questions right now, but Dr. Pooja Dubey Pandey is available on MicroAsia WhatsApp group. So you just ping her there, or you can just email her. Dr. Pooja, please answer them there, please.
Sure, definitely. I'm really grateful to you, sir, for providing me this wonderful opportunity. And thank you for bringing MicroAsia for us and collaborating us and solving our problems as well. It will be like even I am also sometimes messaging you, sir, I need this connect, I'm lacking in this field. So it's a great thing you are doing, sir. Thank you for being you.
Thank you for your kind words. We will have final words from our managing editor, Micro India, Dr. Rohit Sharma. Do you have final comments?
Yes, thank you, Dr. Shnoy. Thank you, madam, for a very nice talk. I think I agree with madam that oyster mushroom is one of the very easy to grow, and one can begin with that thing. And as Dr. Shnoy and madam both have mentioned, that it is very difficult to convince people, especially in central part of India where I belong, that to convince to have mushroom as food. And the product that you mentioned, ma'am, that includes moringa and mushroom, I think it's good for children as well as senior citizen also. If it can be brought up in capsules, it's very good, because very immune booster thing for the senior citizens, and many of the senior citizens that I know are consuming that thing. And your
Yes, sir.
company has a variety of kind of products, madam, and you already are following a circular economy model within yourself. I
Yes, sir.
congratulate you and Dr. Ashwini both for all the recognition and laurels and awards that you are taking, and as a women entrepreneurship. And I hope a new entrepreneur era is in making under your guidance. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, yes, sir.